Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and I'm doing like the third haul in 2 days. Robert's going out of town this weekend, so I wanted to have a bunch of stuff for me to work on. What is that thing? Idle hands or something like that. What's that
Idle
say?
minds are the devil's playground or something like that.
I gotta stay busy. Gotta stay busy or I'll miss him so much.
Yeah. I am not buying that one bit.
But I don't know if you guys can even notice, but we have a new camera. I've had so much trouble with the GoPro recording here. I would go and record an entire segment, especially like my What Solds, and when I went to turn it off, it would like flicker and the whole video would be gone. And it did that to me several times. So we just decided to invest in a new camera, which is going to be really cool to show you guys the close-ups, because there's no more blurry stuff. Watch. See, it focuses on me, and then when I bring up something to show you guys, look at that. Look at that. And then me. Very cool. So I'm hoping this is going to alleviate. I'm going to keep the GoPro for when I go out and about, especially this summer for yard sales and stuff. I got to get up the nerve to do that. I'm just afraid I'm going to get there and they're going to be like, no recording, you out of here, out.
The GoPro, we have the Hero 9. It works great, except that if you don't reformat the memory card often enough, then it will start having issues saving the files, and that's what we're running into, and we don't want to run into that anymore.
It's very annoying.
Because if it happens while we're at yard sales, it's no big deal, because we can just come back here and do a haul video, but we don't. There's been several times when we've had to redo something over and over.
I've had to do one video a couple of times, and one of it was my error. I forgot to turn something on, and then it ate it. You know, it's not fun when you're trying to go through it for the third time. So.
She gets sour.
I won't even deny it. All right, so what I'm going to show you today, the last stuff that when we stopped in Louisville, we ended up putting that stuff in the back of the car, and we cleaned out the car today. So I'm going to be showing you some of the stuff that came from Louisville, and then I grabbed a bag. More than likely it came from St. Louis, because the Nashville stuff would still be at the beginning of the trailer, and we're not even that far into dumping it. We fill, how many bags you think we have?
Probably 30 large garbage bags.
Yeah, 30 large garbage bags.
Like the 33-gallon leaf bag kind of
so
things.
This will be probably 15, 16 hauls from just this last trip. Plus, yard sale season starting. I've got several estate sales I might go to this weekend. So, you know, right now I'm going to get stuff to keep me busy this weekend, and then we'll go from there.
So you're saying they might see this stuff for the next several months, strung out through with the yard sale stuff.
Between other things, especially if we find a really good estate sale, which we have some around here.
We'll have other things too, like kitchen appliances and maybe some
not just
interesting
animals.
Maybe some interesting clothes.
I love stuffed animals, but I know not everybody wants to only see stuffed animals. So as soon as we get out and start doing other sales, I'll have other things to share with you, and especially the learning stuff, the things that we're picking up that, you know, is the first time for us, because, you know, we are going to be learning while you're learning. All right, so I'll just pick up a few of these stuffed animals. This is Mango Teddy Bear. I have bought the bears quite a few times, and they always have these magnets in their hands, and they cover up their eyes. This isn't one of them, although I did look on eBay, and there are some, but this thing it's not one of them. And it has this Velcro thingy right here, so I'm not quite sure. But I love this brand, and I get to show you the tag up close. Oops, I gotta look. Oh, right there, it says Mango. All right, so that was cool. Cool. All right, this. I've picked him up several times. He looks scruffy, but this is actually how he looks. This is Benji from Dakin. Trying to see if there's a date. Well, there's a Roman numeral. Let's see. Let's check our math here. 1978. But very cute. Again, I think he's probably like $12 or so. Which that is, a lot of my stuff falls in that range. Because I sell a lot. You know, I'm volume. I list a lot and I try to sell a lot. Not these last 2 months, but I'm selling enough. How about that? And right now, I'm working towards fourth quarter again. That's just how it goes for me. All right, this is Gund Collector's Classics Limited Edition. Very cute. Probably still going to be like $12 to $15. And his nose is a little rough. This intrigued me. Now, it's going to need a bath. But look at the jacket. It says Ford ESP. I don't even know what that ESP stands for, but... And it's one of the window Klingons. And I've just done really well with advertising plush. I'm hoping to list this maybe 15, you know, because it does have some issues here. I'm afraid to wash it in the washing machine because this just might get even worse. So I'll probably just try to wipe it down and then list it. But I'm hoping about 15 or so.
I think Ford ESP appears to be some sort of warranty plan, extended service plan kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, ESP, extended service plan.
Works out fine.
Works out fine. This intrigued me. It kind of reminded me of the HR Puffin stuff, but I know that's not him. But for those of you who are older like me, do you remember that show? I remember that show. But this says Super Simple, and it's, Mary Meyer. I thought it was Mary Meyer. It definitely needs a bath, but it just caught my attention. Abominable Snowman, yes. Yeti, any of those words. This is that Aeropostale. I know I say that wrong. I have a little friend who's always correcting me on how I say that, so I've probably said it wrong again.
That's how she says it, I think.
Yeah, okay.
You might have it down finally.
I might finally. But very cute. No clue on the value. I've not had this before. But, as always, comps.
Aeropostale.
Aeropostale. Not Aeropostale.
Yeah,
I think that's what I want to say.
Pastel is kind of like a faded color.
I know that. This is, let's see, I think, yeah, MTY International. I picked this up because I just listed one. So now I can just do a quantity of 2. Very cute, but I think it was only like $9.95, $10.95. I thought it should have been more, but that's how it is. Robert grabbed this. I swear I've got several of these listed now. And I like having multi-quantities because every once in a while you'll have a mom of twins who needs to have 2 of something. And once in a while I do have it. But these are from Walmart. I don't think they're a whole lot, like $8.95, $10.95, somewhere in there. But clean and easy to list. That one I'll just change the quantity. I thought this was cute. It says happy birthday right on that little tag. I keep wanting to point towards the screen, y'all, instead of here. So just bear with me while I figure this all out. We do have a little screen that's on this side of the camera. But I keep wanting to point at the screen. This is Petting Zoo. Probably, again, $8 to $12. But purple, of course I had to pick it up.
If we actually had TV service, I could see you with the remote doing the grandma thing where you like stab at it.
We have a remote upstairs that I use to turn on one of the monitors so I can watch other YouTubers while I'm working. And every time I do it, it turns the big TV on next to me. It's like a remote that does both. It's annoying. This was cute. This is Kids Preferred, but it's a little sheep. But look, I ain't quite. You turn this, and it's a music box. I know Robert doesn't like when I do that, but
It's okay. It'll stop in a minute.
look how cute. Again, I've never had this before. I'm hoping $15 or so.
It's when you do the ones that have the infinite motion device in that never stops.
Yeah. This is American Greetings. Pretty sure I have another one of these. If it's not like this one, I may make a lot because I'm all about making small lots right now. This looks like a German Shepherd. This is Russ. I've done really well with the specific breed dogs, especially the Rottweilers and the German Shepherds. I think there's 4 of these floating around. When Robert brought them to me, I was like, but because there's 4, why not? These are all logo bears. I think somebody, probably a company, had these and then they dress them in a shirt that goes along with their business. But these must have all been extras because none of them have a shirt on that tells me who is advertising with them. But I may just go ahead and, I'll have 4 quantity and hopefully I'll get a multi-sell from that. Loved this. This is Pottery Barn. Now, Pottery Barn for me is usually just slow. But I had something recently, I think that Elm Street dog or cat or bear or something, and it sold instantly. This, of course, needs a bath, but just very cute. Little hippo. I think his glasses are upside down. There we go. We gotta fix him. Probably still $10 to $12, maybe $15. All right, funny story. I alluded to this, I think, in the live the other day. Robert found something heavy that I was like, and he insisted. And usually, everybody reminds me, usually he does really well with most of the things that he kind of forces on me.
And then there's the fedora.
But for the most part, he does really well, even though I'm like, blah. All right, let me show it to you, but I'll just have to preface with this. It got broken on the way home. Not quite sure what happened. So it's a no-go anyway now. But I haven't done comps or anything on it just to see.
I'm thinking she broke it on purpose, just not to have to sell it.
I didn't, but here it is. It was this big O Nativity Scene. And it obviously does something because it has a switch. 2 switches here. So maybe lights, maybe music.
I think it has like 3 battery compartments on the bottom.
But unfortunately, one of the figures, and one of the animals got broken, which is sad. But would you have picked this up? Knowing the good thing though was this was at Louisville, so we only paid 45 cents a pound. But this is a couple of pounds, so would you have bought it?
Don't be afraid to hurt her feelings. Or mine.
It's like a really heavy, I don't know, I can't even resin or something like that. You also had to take into consideration that it might not even work, which is my thoughts on it. Heavy and potentially not working. Yeah, it's almost 4 pounds. So
shipping it would have probably been like 6 or 7
pounds by the time you rack.
Probably 6, yeah.
But unfortunately, those 2 pieces did get broken, and I feel bad for that. This had to be in its own separate bag. I love bunnies by the bay, especially these loveys. They're probably, I've got one listed, but it doesn't look like this. Probably $10 to $20. But when I picked it up, I don't know what this is. But it was wet still when we got it. So I'm hoping I can get that out. It kind of feels like, I don't know, now it feels plasticky. So I'm not sure what got on it, but we'll see if it comes out. But definitely always look. See, now I can show you guys. You'll always see these little carrots, and then it'll say Bunnies by the Bay. And there's loveys, there's plush, there's everything. And then this. Now it's damaged too, unfortunately. I have never purchased a doll like this. So if any of you guys are doll people, start pointing me in the right direction. But look at her. Right here's her boo-boo. But she's got this cute little jacket, so... But look at her body. Look at her dress. Look at these shoes. I'm in love with her. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if this type of doll is recreated or a reproduction, but I haven't really been able to dig too much in her to see if I can find a brand or anything. I don't want to damage her anymore.
I tried Google Lens when we were at the bins, and I couldn't find anything on her.
Yeah, I may put her. There's a doll ID group on Facebook. I may put a picture of her on there if I don't find anything on my own. All right, all things Care Bears. I always pick them up. This is more modern. It's by Just Play. Looks like it's 2017, but still, I do really well with them. Probably like $10 to $12. Kohl's Cares, Sesame Street. I may have like an Elmo, and I'll just go ahead and end him and put the two of them together. I found several things that were from Great Wolf Lodge. I'm not sure if they have one near Louisville or not, but this one still even has its little paper tag. It was very unique. Usually I find, and I have some to share, the wolves, and they're from Fiesta. I forget the girl's name. I forget their names. There's a boy and a girl, and I think I got 2 girls. But
Wolves.
Again, wolves.
I have to break in here. Wolves.
Wolves. I knew when I said it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to let it go undone because it's not that I want to mock you or anything, but
Yes, you do.
I just don't want you to.
Yes, you do.
Don't want you to come across
Wolves. Wolves. Either, neither, neither. Right? All right. But very cool. This I haven't had before. But my person isn't picking up my plush.
Wait, because I'm looking stuff up.
Okay.
All right, no, look. I found some things that actually look like her this time on Google Lens. I think it's a composition doll.
That's what they're called. Yes, I knew that part.
That's a similar one.
Oh. This one's on Etsy for $49.
And it was from the 30s. There was another one that was from the 20s. Maybe from the 40s too. I don't know, but
very cool. This one doesn't have the eyeballs. It has like painted eyes. So I'm not sure what that does in the grand scheme of dolls. This is 2015 Animal Adventure. I love to pick these up, but again, they're probably like $8 to $10. Not I'm all about lists and that kind of stuff. Another Kohl's Cares. I can't remember what story this went to. I've had this a couple of times, but not recently. Somebody must have donated some penguins. This one's from the Newport Aquarium, and this one is K&M International. But still bread and butter. I guess we had 5 of the bears, so excellent. And Lizzie, this is for you, Elizabeth. I love calling you Lizzie, though. This is one of those giant microbes. This one is the red blood cell. This also came in smaller ones. I've had the smaller ones. They usually came in like a group of them, but this is one of the larger ones. I think these are just very unique. I think I have one other one. So depending on the value of this one, the other one I have is yeast. I may put them together or I may keep them apart. Love this. This is Target, and sometimes Target plush are like $50 or more. I don't know about this one. Plus, it almost looks like, I don't know if that's dirt, probably. So I'm going to have to see if I can get that out. And it's one of these plush that are like lint magnets. It's going to be heck to get it clean. And I do clean my plush. I want it to be as clean as it can be when I list it, which is why I put everything in bags. So this one might take me a little while, plus then I'm going to have to pick out all of this dirt. And I think this is a treasure, but my friend Kimberly, who is my seamstress extraordinaire, is going to have to try to help me with this. This is Kipper, anything Kipper, especially the plush, the hand puppets, all of them are high dollar. You just don't find them very often. But Kipper's missing his little string eyeball. So I'm hoping that she'll be able to give me another string eyeball for him. I'm hoping maybe like $40 to $50 for him. American Girl. Now this isn't worth a lot, $10, but it just amazes me how much American Girl stuff I find at the Goodwill bins. But this is the little wheelchair. I think there were like crutches and like a cast that was supposed to go with this. But how cute is that? And I think that's going to fit in a priority large box. Well, and this too, look, Bitty Baby. Again, I think it's supposed to have the tray on it, but if for some reason a child has decided to, you know, sit in this, step on this, do something to break it, somebody might want to go ahead and, you know, buy this as a replacement if they've already got the tray for it. And I always pick these up. Any plastic little seat that looks like it went to a child's vanity, because somehow they get broken, they get lost. Maybe they need two for one of the sets because they have two little girls that want to sit there. So I picked these up. I just recently sold a different one, and I passed on picking up another one the last time we went to the bins because I had one just like it, and it was taking up space and I didn't want another one, and sure enough I sold it. So here's another one, probably $10 to $15 for it. This came from St. Louis, but it was in the car because it's fragile. But I like to pick these up. I haven't quite figured out, how I'm going to ship these safely. And I have 3 or 4 Christmas ones over there, so I'm going to force myself to figure this out. The thing is, though, is I had 3 of these, and I set them in my cart, standing up on the side, and then I was putting stuff in. And then when we were packing stuff up to put it away, I realized somebody had stole one of them out of my cart. So boo to you, whoever did it. That was not nice. But I don't even remember what it was. So, but those are called plastic popcorn, is how they're usually referred to. I think they were kits that you could make, and you put it all together and then you melted it in your oven. But they're going to be a pain to ship because they are fragile, and you don't really want, I may just end up maybe putting 2 priority boxes together, but then I worry about the weight. I'll let Robert figure that out. But those usually are decent sellers, and then it's the Halloween above and beyond even the Christmas ones.
But we have to pack this before you list it.
Yes. We don't want a repeat of what happened on the live the other day. And I'm usually really good about making sure if I don't think it's going to fit in a box that's going to be under dimensional weight. But I miscalculated on that one. Robert wanted to pack something, a very fragile picture that sold for a whole lot of money. But by the time he finished packing it, the shipping went from $20 to $45. So I had him repack it, and then I learned, thank goodness Courtney was on my live with me, because she's like, pirate ship, pirate ship. So I actually worked through getting the label printed on pirate ship during the live. So that was a first for me. So thank you, Courtney.
And you saved $3.
And I saved $3 in shipping, and I insured it for the $160, which is what it sold for. So usually I don't, because I've had a heck of a time getting the post office to pay any claims at all. All right, a few more things I'm going to share with you. I don't even think I'm going to get to this other bag, I mean. I am all about finding these. The haul that I just did before this, I had an Easter, one of these art honeycomb tissue things. But here's a Santa one, and I think it is still sealed. Some kind of centerpiece. Oh, yeah. See, I call that the honeycomb. It's that art tissue paper that you pull around. More than likely, I'm going to open this because I don't know if something got in there, because there is a little hole. So I'll open it, make sure that there's no spiders or stuff in there, and then I'll still list it as unused. I got a whole bunch of tracks. I made sure RJ was with us, so I made sure that he put the tracks together for me so that I knew that it was going to form a complete circle. And I think I actually ended up with a few extra pieces. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this is going to work. But it was just a cute little Thomas train that obviously, hopefully, actually no. Maybe it's child powered, because the wheels don't even spin. So we'll see. I don't know.
There's a battery compartment.
There is, but it may be just...
They might.
Oh. Dead batteries.
They might not spin because of the motor or the gears.
Right. True. So we'll see what this is. Hopefully it works. And there are more of these in this bag. But these, keep your eyes out for them. They're just kind of really plain fruit. I know, I keep going to the wrong camera. I mean the wrong part of the camera. But these are from Fisher-Price. I think probably about the 70s maybe. And they were from the Tough Stuff series. There is a grocery cart that these went with. I have found it just a few times in all these years, but it used to be a good to buy because the dimensional weight, if things were close to you, it still sold at a decent price for shipping. But now with dimensional weight, I wouldn't even consider it. It would probably be something I'd either put in my booth or put on Facebook. I would still get it because it was just a beautiful toy. And Tough Stuff also had like tools for little boys, really thick plastic. And they also had the ABCs and numbers that I've showed you guys before. I found a truck that had the numbers in them, and they're real chunky blocks. So definitely keep your eye out for these. You once you've had them and seen them, you'll know what they are. These were in a thing way up high that I saw from underneath, and I knew exactly what they were when I got in there. So then I had to reach up and stretch and try to find it. I thought I had the two girls, but I actually have the boy and the girl. These are also from Great Wolf Lodge. Now, if they had clothes on, they would do a whole lot better. But these ones do not have clothes. This one was Wiley the Wolf, and this one is Violet the Wolf. So definitely keep your eye out. They're about $10, but the fact that I paid 45 cents a pound, these were just pennies. So definitely worth it. Last two. I know, guys, you're going to have to just forgive me with this first video because I'm used to watching to make sure I've got everything and I'm not over there and all the different rules that Robert has for me. And so I'm watching this, but it's not showing properly there.
This is where your eyeballs go.
Right. All right. These, I have no clue about them. They intrigued me. At first, I wasn't going to buy it, and then I found two of them. They're by ASI. I have no clue what that brand is. I've picked it up a couple of times. I think I've even sold something recently. But they look vintage. But look, Betty Crested Butte and Bubba Crested Butte. Not sure if this is a place, advertising for it. I don't know. I'll have to do some more research. So, if you know anything about these.
I'm back here guiding her eyeballs.
My eyeballs want to watch the camera. All right. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I didn't even get to the other bag, but a lot of good stuff in that lot, and all of it was 45 cents a pound. So, all right, bye.